Nehemiah chapter 1. We read the story of this great man of God who is faithful in prayer. He just discovers the condition of Judah. He learns about the city of Jerusalem, and he learns about the walls that have been torn down. They had been burned to the ground. The Bible says that when he discovered and heard an update as to what was happening, he broke down and wept. He literally began to cry uncontrollably. And then, as he was grieving, he began to pray and fast. Thanks for joining me on my morning prayer walk. I've been hiking to the top of Oroville Dam. Right here, only a few miles north of Sacramento, is America's largest dam. Lake Oroville has a dam that's 770 feet high. There's nothing like it in the state of California. And in fact, it's the largest earth dam in all of America. A few years ago, in fact, it was 2017, it was winter just like this, and there was a horrific rainstorm nonstop. And this dam began to crumble. It almost collapsed. Over 200,000 people in the city of Oroville were in harm's way. If this dam would have been compromised, the water would be, over 30 feet high, 3 stories. It would destroy everything in its path. People on the Feather River were already being flooded out. The spillway was completely lost. It's been rebuilt today, but it was a horrific time of great fear and anxiety. And when people lost all that they lost, there was a lot of weeping. There was a lot of grieving. I'm reminded of the story of Nehemiah because it's a story of restoration. It's a story of rebuilding. And as I survey the construction that's been completed here at Lake Oroville, I'm reminded of the challenges that Nehemiah had. There was nothing easy about what he attempted to do. God would give him favor. God would give him wisdom. People would rally behind the idea of rebuilding the walls around the city of Jerusalem. And the Bible says it only took them 52 days to complete the entire project. The reconstruction here at Lake Oroville took a lot longer than 52 days. It's been a horrific task. But it's amazing what God can do. I want to remind you of the stories in Ezra and Nehemiah, that when things go wrong and they go awry and they crumble and they fall apart, we serve a God that hears our prayers. The very character and the very nature of our Father is that He listens to our cries. He sees our tears and our weeping. Sometimes you may feel like nobody cares and nobody hears what you're going through. But I have good news for you. God the Father is listening to you right now. He sits on His throne in heaven, and He hears every prayer you pray. And God not only hears your prayer, but when we read the story of Nehemiah, we know that God answers our prayer. Right here in Oroville, this dam, it's a miracle this city was not lost. It's a miracle this dam did not fall apart and collapse. It's a miracle that the city of Sacramento wasn't flooded because of the compromising of this dam. But I have great news for you. We serve a miracle-working God. And God hears your prayers, God answers your prayers, and God restores all that happens in our lives that is broken. You be blessed today as you read through Nehemiah chapter 1.